Right, good morning sports fans. I've got some coffee. It's a Monday morning and it's another YouTube video. Now I've been slacking off this week with the old YouTube videos and, well, last week, shall we say. And so this is another YouTube video now. I've been pondering, I've been thinking and, well, I've got some plans which I'd like to tell you about and I shall explain. Also, what do you think of my surroundings? This is called the Inner Sanctum. Jeebanism's Creative Studios. That's what I'm going to call it. Jeebanism. It's my new movement. Jeebanism. I'll explain. Anyway, in today's cycling video. Right, the Jeebanism thing. I'm just going to explain that real quick because to a lot of you that's meaningless. When I was younger, and occasionally sometimes, people used to call me G-Bush because I had a big bushy beard and a big bushy head. And it was ginger. G-Bush. So I have created Jeebanism as a new movement. It's what I should have called the channel, but I don't know how to spell it. So there you are. Anyway, and the surroundings. Well, this is a little shed at the back of my shed. So behind you, slightly that way, is, well, that's where all the bikes are. And in here is where I just create masterpiece videos for you and paintings. Now, I'm reluctant to show you the paintings because they're a bit, well, psychotic is the word, but I am. I'm going to give you a glimpse inside G-Bush, Cushy Saddle, Big G, The Man, whatever you want to call me. I'm going to give you a look inside my brain, and then we'll talk about some plans. And I'll grab a bike. I've not decided which one yet. I'm thinking the Doors Super Galaxy. Super! If you watch my social medias, you might have seen that video. Anyway, without further ado, let's have a look inside the mind of a genius. That's what I'd like to call myself, a genius. Now, the painting I'm on about, which is inside there, on canvas, when I show you it, have an open mind, because I ain't painting lemons or bananas or balls of fruit. Anyway, without further ado, have a look. Right, there you go, sports fans. Have a look at that. What do you think of that? Now, yes, I understand what you're thinking is, oh my God, let's unsubscribe immediately. But bear with me. Bear with me because who would buy someone a cup that says that, really? Ridiculous. Anyway, it's the only one I could find this morning. Shall we, hang on a minute, I look a bit fat. That's better. Get my moves out of the shot. Shall we talk about some of the plans that I've got going forward? Let's have some coffee then. That's a coffee shelf. Put it a little bit too high. Anyway, plans. We'll move outside. One momento. Right. Plan number one. I'll have a look behind me. I'll move out the way in a minute and give you a better look. That's a 26-inch mountain bike. The Merlin. Now, I don't know if I featured it. I can't remember. It's definitely been on my social medias. It didn't look like that. Anyway, is it do they call it Monster Cross now? Something I don't know. Anyway, it's a very aggressive drop bar gravel bike with 26-inch wheels. And I think it looks rather cool. Let's take a closer gander. Let's call it a gander. Let's take a gander at the Merlin. At the Merlin. Pop that down there for a moment and let's have a look. Let's have a look. Right. Let's have a closer look at what I'm going to do with, hang on a minute. This is a bit wonky. What I'm going to do with this. I'll bring you over. Right, I'll talk you through what's on it now. So, Sora. I've got some Ultegras. Zip headset, I think that'll stay. I've got some carbon flared bars, so they'll be going on. I'm going to keep these brakes because they're super cool. I'd like to change them forks, but I need that for the canties because if you put it up here, well, it compresses the forks as you brake, which is not great. Hope headset, that's staying. The bottom bracket I'm probably going to change because, well, I've got a race face triple that I'm going to make into a double. Bosh it on there. Right, I was going to keep it as a one by, but thinking about it, I want to double up there. So the wheels, I've got some better wheels. I haven't decided which ones yet because I kind of like the black, but the other ones have got better hubs. New seat post, I'll keep the collar, although I don't really like quick release ones, but there you go. Obviously a better seat, Italia, I think. I've got one of them spare knocking around. I've got an Ultegra. I don't think it'll fit, so we'll have to see what happens there. To be honest, thinking about it now, that's quite a thick down tube, that, so we might end up just running the one by putting a bigger on the back of there, and I've got an XT rear mech for it, which works with the Ultegra. I don't know why. It's off that Cannondale. It works on that, so it'll work on this. Anyway, that's the plans. That'll be getting done this week. Then I've got the synthesis, strip that down, bosh all the bits on the other bike. If I decide to paint it, I might be lazy and just leave it as it is, build it up anyway. So yeah, we'll go for a ride. Eddie Merckx, I think, I've decided. Anyway, right, so, well, I chose, have a look. I chose the Eddie Merckx after all that. Don't know why, I'm just glinting in the light. So, we're riding the Eddie Merckx. And, well, what did you think of that Monster Cross Merlin thing that I'd built? It's interesting, isn't it? Let's say that. Cheating. Nearly swore then. E-bikes, cheaters. Anyway, plans. I've got some plans, major plans. Right, sports fans, I'm cutting the ride short, and I'll tell you why. It keeps raining, the mic's getting wet, and so, well, I'm gonna cut through these farm fields now. If I can ride it, I'll ride it. But that little thing there won't survive me and gravel trails, I don't think. So, got about a mile walk, something like that, and then I'll be back on the bike. And if I find somewhere to sit out of this drizzle, I'll tell you the announcement. If not, well, I'll be back in the, what do we call it, the Jubinism Studios Inner Sanctum. We'll have a chat there because this is not fun. I'm not enjoying myself, and if I'm not enjoying myself, well, I'm not going to do it. So it's part of the bike. I'll explain. Right, so my big plans. Well, they ain't life-changing, but they're this. You remember that synthesis? There it is, somewhere around there. It's never where the point, is it, if you know what I mean? Well, you remember that? There it is. And the mystery machine, the red bike. Well, I'm going to take the group set off the synthesis, put it on the red bike. Then I'm going to make the synthesis, I think that's how you say it. I'm going to make that into 29er flat bar, rigid, single track ripper, full XT group set and all that, so that'll be cool as. There's rain on my lens, you're going to have to excuse that. It's raining. Then the red bike, the mystery machine, which you don't know what it is, well, that'll have a full 105 modern group set on it. Hopefully the bottom bracket will go in. And then, that'll be cool, won't it? It's got the Monster Cross bike, which I showed you. That's cool. And I had something else, you know, something else planned. I'll get back on the bike. Oh yeah, that was it. I'm not back on the bike, but if I wait, I'll forget. So, the Cannondale, it's gone on eBay. So is the Ribble, 3.5 a piece. If you're interested, have a deek. I'm keeping the Merckx, I'm keeping the Dawes Super Galaxy, because that's just mint. There'll still be plenty of vintage stuff, mountain bikes, and if I find some beautiful Italian stuff, obviously at the right price, I'm going to have it. Get back on the bike. Right, there we are, we're riding again. Now, I didn't bring coffee, I was going to chill, relax, set up a tripod, talk to you, make it real fancy, but it's raining and it's crap, so I'm not going to. Also, I'm Stravering all my rides now, so if you want to see where I've been, you can. I've cut off the start and end point so people can't stalk me. So yeah, basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to weigh a few of these bikes in, and I've got some tasty mountain bike bits that I was saving for a project. I'm going to sell them and all, and I'm going to buy myself a proper gravel bike with disc brakes and all the mod cons. I'd like a titanium one. I did say carbon on my social medias, but titanium is, I fancy some, you know what I mean? Right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to head home. I'll finish up the video in the Jubinism's Creative Studios. Don't know what I'm going to say yet, because this video is obviously not what I was planning on doing. So, see you back at the cabin. It's got about a million names, this little room. It's a shed inside a shed. Anyway. Right, well, that's the end of the ride. I didn't enjoy it, to be honest. And, well, vintage bikes. I don't know what to say about them, really. I've gone off them a little bit. I like the way they look. I don't like the way they go. I don't like the way they stop. I don't like the way they climb. Now, I had nothing to compare it to before, really, so I didn't really know what I was missing out on. So, yes, modern bikes all the way. Now, don't worry. There'll still be vintage bikes here if that's what you're here for. There'll still be banter, and there'll still be bike builds, vintage ones, because I've found a place that's absolutely chock-a-block with them, so I'm just going to build them. And, well, this brings me on to my other plan, the thing I wanted to tell you. So, basically, I had a bit of a watch about YouTube to see what sort of money I could earn once I got to 1,000 and it's pittance, so I need an income. So my plan is this: I want to keep it around bikes, I want to keep it around the channel. So have a listen, see what you think. Now, I don't know if you'll have seen this on my TikTok and that, but True Tension, they sent me this to make some videos for them. So basically, I can team this with the videos, YouTube, all you lot, and maybe make a bit of cash at the same time. Now, the plan is this. You just get comfortable. I've got access to a lot of vintage bike parts and good ones as well, like Shimano XT and other bits. So, they're all in pretty shad condition, like not broken, but just a bit messy. So I make videos for True Tension using their products to clean up this stuff, do it on the channel, give you some valuable info on how to clean and maintain group sets, build bikes at the same time, then have an eBay store where I'll sell these bits, the ones I don't want, I'm quite a hoarder, and maybe full bikes that I've built, make a small profit, keep me going, keep everything running, content, True Tension content, it's all one big algorithm. It's my algorithm. Anyway, so that's my plan. It's all a bit at the minute, but you know, it'll come together. So basically that's it. It's been a bit of a jumbled one, this one, I know, and I don't think I've swore once. So in a bit, dog shit. That last bit was swearing, but I don't really want to stop saying that because I like it.